Real love versus attachment. How to know the difference. Have you ever met someone and thought, I can't live without this person? You think about them all day. Their text make your day. Their silence ruins it. When they are happy, you are happy. When they are distant, you feel anxious. And because your feelings are so strong, you assume it must be love. But what if it isn't? What if what you are feeling is attachment? Today, I want us to have a very honest conversation because many people spend years confusing attachment with love. And when we don't know the difference, we end up holding on to relationships that are hurting us while calling it love. So let's talk about it. What is attachment? Attachment is when your emotional well-being becomes heavily dependent on another person. In simple terms, attachment says, I need you in order to feel okay. You become afraid of losing them. You become afraid of being alone. You become afraid of starting over. And because of that fear, you begin holding on tightly. Sometimes, even when the relationship is no longer healthy, attachment often feels intense. It can feel overwhelming. It can even feel romantic, but intensity is not always love. Sometimes it feels wearing the mask of love. Now let us see what is real love. Real love sounds different. Real love says, I choose you, but I don't need to lose myself to keep you. Real love allows both people to breathe, to grow, to have options, to have friendships, to have boundaries. Real love isn't built on fear. It builds on trust. It's not about possession. It's about connection. And that's a huge difference. Attachment is afraid of losing. Love is afraid of hurting. Think about that for a moment. When you are attached to your biggest fear is losing the person. When you truly love someone, your biggest concern becomes their well-being. Attachment asks, will they leave me? Love asks, are we both healthy and happy in this relationship? Attachment focuses on keeping, love focuses on caring. Attachment makes you ignore red flags. This is where many people get trapped. You've seen the lies, you've seen the disrespect, you've seen the broken promises, but you say, not because you are happy, but you stay because you are not happy, not because you are valued, but because you are afraid. Afraid of loneliness, afraid of letting go, afraid of starting over, and suddenly you are calling suffering love. But real love never asks you to abandon yourself. Real love never asks you to ignore constant disrespect. Real love and self-respect can exist together. Attachment often forces you to choose one or the other. Love brings peace. Attachment brings anxiety. One of the clearest differences is how you feel most of the time. When you are attached, you often feel anxious. You overthink messages. You worry about who they are talking to. You constantly need reassurance. You fear losing them. Your emotion depends on their behavior. It's exhausting. Real love feels different. Of course, there are many challenges. No relationship is perfect, but underneath it all, there is a sense of safety, a sense of peace, You don't constantly feel like you are fighting to keep someone. You know where you stand. Attachment says, don't leave me. Love says, be honest with me. Many attached relationships are built on depression or on desperation, People stay because they are scared. Scared of being alone, scared of rejection, scared of change. But love isn't about trapping someone. Love doesn't force. Love doesn't manipulate. Love doesn't guilt people into staying. Love values honesty, even when the truth hurts. Because real love wants what's healthy, not just what's comfortable. Here is the hard truth. Sometimes the person you are crying over isn't the person you love. Sometimes you are grieving the future you imagine, the dreams you built, the plans you made, the version of the relationship you hoped would exist, and that's why letting go feels so difficult. You are not only losing a person, you are losing expectations. You are losing possibilities. You are losing a story you wanted to become reality. But holding on to potential can keep you trapped for years. And you ask yourself these questions. If you are wondering whether it's love or attachment, ask yourself, if they left tomorrow, would I still know who I am? Am I staying because I am happy or because I am afraid? Do I feel peaceful in the relationship or constantly anxious? Am I loved for who I am or am I constantly trying to earn love? Do I have life outside this relationship? Your answers can revolve or reveal a lot. If there is one thing I want you to remember is this: real love adds to your life. Attachment becomes your life. Real love allows you to be yourself. Attachment makes you afraid to lose someone. Real love brings peace. Attachment brings fear. And the healthiest relationships are not built on desperation. They are built on two people choosing each other every day. So if you are holding on to someone right now, ask yourself honestly, do I love this person or am I afraid of losing them? Because those are not always the same thing, and learning the difference can save you years of heartbreak.